Hey, welcome back, everyone. So for our first current weather shot, well, this is, James, 7th Avenue in Moline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The new,
So there's been a lot of construction happening, obviously, as you can see.
Yeah.
A lot of upgrades happening. They are continuing near the Spotlight Theater with plenty of work to do there still, but the phase of the project is expected to last until the end of the year, so still a lot of work to be done. It's never convenient. There's a lot of work happening in near Bettendorf, kind of near where I live.
Right.
But after it's all said and done, it's so nice.
It will be, yes.
Yeah, no, so
you
it's
just have patience, you know.
Exactly.
Everything's going to make it so much easier when it comes to traffic and such.
Oh, yeah.
In that area, so give it time. It's looking really nice.
It is
right
looking
now.
good. Yeah, absolutely.
And one of many projects that downtown Moline's going to be doing.
Exactly.
That's
And
for
you know,
sure.
I think these guys who are working out there are probably going to be pretty grateful about the consistency of weather that they get to experience.
Absolutely, yeah. Because
Yeah.
if there's rain out there, you know, they have to cancel plans and such.
Right.
But this is going to only be the last chance of rain that we see really for the rest of the week. And we're already seeing some of those raindrops taking place in some of our hometowns, as well as some of these cool numbers that we're dealing with. Widespread 50s across the board, though a little bit cooler than that, as you can see, the farther west of the Quad Cities as you go, where temperatures have already been dropping their way, even in the upper 40s. Let's get to that rain, at least for some of our hometowns and areas on the Illinois side. That's where we've been seeing some of that rain begin to take place. We've been slowly saturating the air enough to see some of those raindrops hit the ground, and that's certainly been the case in eastern Henry County going into Bureau County. A nice steady rain going on around Hoople, nosing his way toward Prophetstown, Morrison, all the way up in towards Savannah and Carroll County, as well as going into parts of Joe Davies County as well. So yeah, we are definitely seeing some of that rain reaching the ground, especially on parts of the Illinois side. And then the farther west as you go, that's where really the bulk of the rain is taking place. So as we go through the evening and overnight hours, this area of low pressure, as it slowly tracks and deepens its way to the east, it's going to grab some of that moisture in Minnesota, western half of the Hawkeye State, and swirl it around its area of low pressure. That's where we expect to see this gap of dryness to get saturated and start seeing some of that wet weather across the rest of our hometowns. And that is what our future track is showing nicely. This is around midnight. We kind of move that clock all the way to we'll go about 7 a.m. You can see how that rain will slowly be ending from north to south as we head toward dawn tomorrow. So that will be some good news. How much rainfall we can get actually has been pretty consistent. We've been talking about for the past couple of days. But I would say we're going to be looking in this general area from a tenth to even as high as a half an inch of rain. The higher amounts, I think, may be a bit more off to our west as we go through the rest of the evening and overnight hours. And by near dawn, I think we're looking at those temperatures cooling down right around those low to mid 40s. Things will be looking a lot brighter heading throughout our morning as we'll get more of that northeast breeze, and it will be gusty at times as well, but enough dryness pulling on in that will provide us with plenty of sunshine, and temperatures making their way as high as around the mid to likely upper 50s for daytime highs. We'll go about 58 degrees in the Quad Cities. How breezy is breezy? Well, we're looking at those wind gusts maybe close to 30 miles an hour as we get toward lunchtime, and then slowly dying off as we head toward the evening hours. But no question, that will keep those temperatures in check for a lot of our hometowns. We'll go about 58 degrees in the Quad Cities with those clouds quickly decreasing come tomorrow morning. And then just generally partly cloudy skies on Thursday going into Friday. Of course, Friday being all the ghouls and goblins that will be out there by Friday evening. And things will be looking nice and dry, a little bit cool, maybe add another layer to that costume underneath, because we will be seeing those temperatures slowly drop their way right around those upper 40s. And yeah, I can get into that. If you want to keep yourself warm, move that body around, and I think you're going to be just fine. Here's our 8-day tracker, which you can always check on our webpage at WQAD.com. Getting into the upcoming weekend and the brand new month, you can see things will be looking pretty quiet. Make sure you turn those clocks back 1 hour on Sunday. And then how about that, John? Maybe a slight little bump in numbers as we make our way into the brand new week.
60s in October. Can't complain about that.
You certainly can.
All right, thank you. All right, the Rock Island Fire Department